here at the Champ Sports Network here with former Pitt quarterback Bill Stull, now assistant coach with Seton LaSalle. Bill, probably the question everybody wants to know, how you been doing? How's things going?
It's going good. It's fun. Obviously nothing's really going on with the NFL and everything right now, but getting a bunch of calls and just waiting for someone to pull the trigger. But whenever I came back from the Kansas City Chiefs, talked to Coach Perry and said, hey, I'd love to help out. And he said, hey, well, we'd love to have you. So, I'm here, just helping out, doing whatever they asked me to do with the coaching staff and enjoying it.
Being with the Chiefs and being able to be with Palco, you guys both been on the same team. That'd be pretty interesting, being in training camp and the practices there.
Yeah, it was definitely something. Obviously we've done before, being at Pitt. His backup for a couple of years, and then going there, and it was cool to actually know some guys that obviously me and him are very close and known each other for a lot longer than obviously all the other guys. So it was kind of cool to have someone there to hang out with, talk to, and kind of learn from again.
Well, what you've taken from this whole NFL experience and kind of getting bopped around from team to team, and what have you taken from it?
It's 100% business. It doesn't matter really about anything. Cause, you gotta put all the faith in the man upstairs and just trust that it'll happen, and just hope for whenever it does happen, you're in a good fit.
What are you thinking about the Panthers this season? Tino getting his first real chance to lead the team. What's your thoughts so far this season?
First off, I remember my first season getting that first chance to start. It's tough. You're going to have ups and downs, but the best thing is making the mistakes, making them your first year, and then learning from those mistakes, and kind of like I did this past year, having a better season than my first year.
Being to come back to your alma mater and help them out, that has to mean a lot to you to be able to come back here. Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love coming back here, and I'd always try and come up as whenever I have some time away from Pitt or a bye week, I'd come to the games or anything I can do to help out. And I had a great opportunity to be here in a long term for the season and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. It's definitely something I would enjoy doing for the rest of my life, if I can't play, coaching. So WPIAL, you've been a player, now you're a coach. WPIAL, really, there's not much like it anywhere else in the country. What's your take now that you've seen it from both sides of the football?
High school football is the greatest. It's college is awesome, NFL is great, but high school is the most pure. You get to see, you get to do the teaching. Kids, they go to class. It's the whole. You get the whole. How do I say it? Pretty much the whole experience. You're with your buddies in school all day. You go to classes and everything with all your buddies. Then you come out here and play football. It's the innocence of it is awesome. And you get a lot of teaching, and you get to see guys grow up to good football players. From the beginning of the season and towards the end, you see the strides that the guys have made, and even just now, you've seen some guys throughout camp and how far that they've come, and it's a lot of fun.
Coming in and being a rookie in the NFL and then coming out here and really being a mentor to these younger guys at the high school level. Different situations, but you seem like you've taken it all in stride.
Oh, absolutely. I definitely wanted to do something like this. I've always thought about doing something like this whenever I was done playing, and it's just that things are happening right now, so I figure might as well stay around football, be around football, and help out with some things I know, which is obviously the quarterback position. So, is
there any place that maybe that is interested? Any place in particular?
I've done, like I said before, a bunch of calls, but no one's putting the an offer out there. So, also NFL, but also some arena teams and some things like that. Hopefully, I'd love to stay in Pittsburgh, so that way.
So Energy Center might be the new home.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, thanks, Bill.
Yeah, no problem.